What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Citizen JV, and today I'm going to be talking about, specific weapons in my own personal repertoire of using stealth specific. I do, however, go into combat on certain types of situations, but overall, I really love stealth mechanics when it comes to any kind of game that had those stealth mechanics overall and in general. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reply to a comment which I've recently have already through my YouTube app called YouTube Studio. And this is a subscriber that had a question for me. How do I which are the better silencers, either the plastic bottle or the round shaped silencers that like previous Far Cry games? Me personally, I would rather go with the cylinder ones rather than like the plastic ones because when it comes to the plastic ones, they will be eventually your weapons will eventually get heated up a little bit, and it has to do with what kind of mods that will be able to help you maintain a better balance of knowing what you're going to be doing with that specific weapon and how much firepower that weapon's going to have as well. So I'm just basically, like I said, I'm going over this real content real quick because I feel like that it's not always addressed of what I do in terms of content on my channel. And I love Far Cry 6 way better than I did with 5 and 4, but overall those were even 3. Those were even really good Far Cry games as well. But I think as far as Far Cry 6 is concerned, I think it does a better job of, putting different types of modifications on your weapons and using what specific silencers that you want to use as well. So, what I'm going to show you here specifically is the weapons that like I said in my previous video that I made as of yesterday, I believe. And it has to do with the what weapons that you want to use specifically for your own type of playstyle. Me personally, like I said, I normally go with an automatic rifle. It doesn't matter which one, but I at least try to go with, with the rifles that either they are overclocked or because they will have a star 4. And there are some standard weaponized weapons as well that have the plus 4, like the plus star 4 on that specific weapon. But it doesn't matter what star they are, just as long as you can be able to put different types of modifications that you can use to make your weapon more efficient in damage and what type of ammunition that you want to use, because you can actually switch through the ammunition in Far Cry 6. You were able to do that in 5, but what's nice about 6 is that you are able to go through the different types of the ammunition, excuse me, by going with for let's go to my assault rifle here real quick. You know, it has to do with your square button or your X button. If you're on an Xbox, you can go to full auto, you can go to burst, and or you can go to single shot. I intentionally like to go with the full automatic, especially if you're gonna have a full assault rifle in hand. Now I go with the SMG. I always end up going with the armor piercing because that's going to be really nice, especially when you have enemies that will have armor on them. So that's very much highly beneficial if you want to put that type of modification on your weapons. It includes on all weapons that you use, depending on what weapons they are that you will eventually be using, whether if you go in full combat or in stealth mode in Far Cry 6. I also go with this sniper rifle specifically from my stealth playthrough in this game, because what I love about this sniper rifle, like I said, it's called White Lotus, and like I said, you can switch between any type of like your armor piercing rounds, your standard rounds, and vice versa. Like I said, I go with the armor piercing because it's really nice, so that way you can be able to get proper headshots this way. And that's another reason why I like the White Lotus, is because it's a bolt action sniper rifle. However, there are other sniper rifles in this game that you can use as well. You don't have to necessarily use this sniper rifle if you don't want to. I did make a video, however, on basically what kind of gear that I use in order to be more efficient in stealth. And the Dark Tech gear set is the most proper balance of the stealth build if you want to do that in Far Cry 6. Now, another thing, the reason why I go with the Desert Eagle which is the 4-star pistol with stealth, is because, like I said, you can put a lot more damage mods on your weapon, and to be more efficient with your accuracy, however, or your velocity, or your stealth, or your handling, and your damage. It all adds up, but it all, like I said, it depends on the different types of modifications that you use on your specific said weapon. It all fits, and you can do that on all weapons if you want. If you just want to go all out pure stealth, you can do that, and that's what makes this more game even more viable with stealth, especially when you have the Dark Tech gear set. And me personally, the reason why I go with the Desert Eagle with stealth, and along with the White Lotus, and with the these are the only two weapons that I use for stealth mode. But if I go into pure combat, I like using the submachine gun, even though the damage is not all that great. But what makes it even much more greater is, in fact, like I previously mentioned, it has to do with of what I use for the modifications that I have on. And we will inspect this real quick. So like I said, if you want to be able to have the higher damage of armor-piercing rounds against your enemies, go with the armor-piercing rounds in order to penetrate helmets and body armor against the enemies in Far Cry 6. But anyways, I just want to make this really quick video out there because, like I said, I just want to make a huge shout out. Thank you for commenting on my video, and thank you for, just giving me a heads up in order to possibly make better content here on my channel. It's much more greatly appreciated. Thank you for hitting that like button. I greatly appreciate it. It's really helping me out. But I'm not doing this for profit, really. I'm only doing this for fun, so I'm really happy that I'm finally getting some good... I have to admit, I'm getting some pretty nice traction. But however, thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. But if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to reply back. If you have any kind of comments or questions, please feel free. But this is Citizen JV, guys. Have a good weekend. Chat at you later. Peace. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I recently made a video, but I kind of want to do a quick follow-up on this, on the previous video that I just made. And what I'm trying to get to is that what you can do when it comes to stealth mode in this game, other than like the gear that you use or the weapons that you want to use specifically in order to be much more efficient in stealth. Like I said, it's a very viable build. I have done it most of the way through of this game, and it's really muchly overpowered, much like what it does in Skyrim Special Edition or Anniversary Edition, as you see fit with if you're on console or on PC. And what I'm trying to get to is that you don't have to use what I use. But what I will say is that we are actually going to go into my arsenal here real quick as well. And there is one thing I will say about specifically is that you can use the bows or this unique crossbow. It's a crossbow, basically. And so I really like the bows in Far Cry 6, but the only thing I don't like about it, what I've noticed different from that of the bows in Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5, or even Far Cry 3, you can basically just do automatically one headshot. There is no role-playing aspects in those games, none whatsoever, but Far Cry 6 has that role-playing mechanic in this game. And there's a reason why. What I'm trying to get to is that you're not going to be doing as much damage as you want to, even if you do use... I guess I'll just go with this an example. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm actually going to equip this bow. And like I said, you have explosive arrows, right? And so I can't equip any other bows or ammunition with this bow. So I'm actually going to re-equip a different bow. It's going to be... Is it going to be this one? Yeah, let's just equip this one real quick. So as you can see here, you have standard arrows and then you have explosive. So basically, like I said, you can do one shots with the bow, but like I said, however, it has to do with what kind of mods that you want to put on your bows, whether if it's a compound or recurve. That's going to be a lot more beneficial, and I believe that's going to be on my primary. Nope, that's not going to be on my primary too. Yes, it's going to be on my primary too. So excuse me. So like I said, they're only attachment mods that you can change with this result. With this, you can change the mods with this recurve bow, and like I said, you can basically bring up your damage a lot quicker by going with the MK high round. Increases weapon damage to enemies below. But however, that's also going to help you with the Mach 2 press to your advantage. Deal bonus weapon damage to enemies at low health. So what I'm saying is that, the bows are going to do a lot more damage than most weapons. But however, like I said, it has to do with the modifications. And then you can obviously do optical. You can go with the crosshair sight, or go with the reflex, or with the bow pegs. So what we're gonna do now here, real quick, is I'm actually going to equip another bow here, real quick, and it's going to be the compound. It's the same exact thing along with any other weapon, especially if you're gonna be going with stealth. And I know I keep on going back to this, and you can customize. You can put different types of charms on there, and you can customize your appearance as well. You can change your colors, just as long as that you have enough spray cans as you gather around the world, and being able to put it on your compound bow or your recurve bows in this game. So basically, like I said, I'm doing a shout out on the person that commented on my channel and subscribed to me. So I thought, like I said, I want to make this quick here, because so that way I can be able to do other types of newer content along the line in the next couple of months. I'm hoping to do some stuff, maybe possibly if I ever do get the game, which is Dead Island 2. But however, I do enjoy making, whether if the games are maybe about a year old, or newer games that are coming out this year, or what I already currently have. So I thought I'd put that out there and maybe a little bit helpful as well. But anyways, let's go into the sidearms here real quick. And like I mentioned before, I go with the Desert Eagle because it has a lot of damage. The velocity is amazing, the accuracy is amazing, and the stealth is really good. But like I said, if you want to go with stealth with a pistol, just go with the gut wrencher, and then you go with the high ground pistol mod socket. And like I said, you can customize any kind of weapon as you want to, and I like that. I think that's really cool. I think Far Cry 5 had that, but I think Far Cry 6 does a better job of the cosmetic paint jobs that you can put on your weapons. But anyways, this is Citizen JV. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. I'm going to actually have this video basically just connected to the other video that I just previously mentioned, so that way it could be all one full entire video. And basically this is a little bit of a deep dive and answering questions that the person that commented on my channel. Hopefully this will answer everything. So you guys have a great weekend. Peace.